Stories are a powerful means of language teaching. A skillful teacher can use stories for building better efficient listening, more fluent speaking, and the ability to read and write easily. Hello everyone and welcome back to module 2 of the Orators video series. In this video, we are going to talk about storytelling. So what is storytelling? Storytelling is about bringing experiences to life. With an addition of theatrics and improvisation, it is about using your stories to communicate and to engage with your audience. You might think, why tell stories if we can simply state facts, right? But the truth is that stories grab a viewer's attention. They stimulate your audience to actually imagine and think what you're saying. That is why we love watching TV series and movies and documentaries. People will always remember you for the stories you tell. They'll remember you for your personality. So, if you want to build a personal brand or a solid brand identity for your company, you need to master the art of storytelling. You are the most important character of your story. Now, what does that mean? Whether it is a story about a personal experience or something that you've seen happen, you are the main character of your story. You may have lived through amazing things in your life. You might have traveled and experienced more than anyone else around you. But when it comes to reliving those experiences by telling your stories to people, you have to be a great storyteller for everyone to be able to actually visualize exactly what you're speaking about. So every time that you narrate a story to someone, your actions, your body language, your voice, your pace, your tone, every single thing about the way you deliver a story matters. Elements of storytelling. What path can you exactly follow when narrating a story? So, the first and most important thing is to define the context or the background of the story without directly jumping into it. This is the time during which you need to try your best to capture your viewer's attention. So it'll help your audience understand the underlying scenes or the base of the entire story. For example, in most TV series, a considerable amount of time is taken to just explain the plot. Most of the time, the series that you see will have a pilot episode just dedicated for this plot setting. So that is a great example of how you can actually talk about the setting or the plots or the context of the entire story that you're speaking about. Next is character. Introducing your characters of your story can be a little tricky sometimes. So, after your plot, you will introduce all your characters. You'll have to describe their entire backgrounds and how they are affected by the plot. You need to have a very graphic or detailed explanation for your character so that listeners can relate to the story and empathize with the characters. For example, if we take Spider Man, almost everyone knows the origin of Spider-Man, right? We know his entire background. We know he's the hero who saves the world with his super abilities. So that's an example of how you can actually talk about a character. They build the character slowly, steadily. And Spider-Man is again a whole series. So you can take that as an example. Next, let's talk about concept. Okay, so concept or theme is the main element of your entire story. It is the underlying message or the cause or the thing around which the entire story is built upon. Okay, so if we consider Spider-Man again, the theme of the movies generally is that Spider-Man isn't a supernatural, he's just a human who attains superpowers, right? So the action of Spider-Man attaining those superpowers or doing this is your concept or your theme. Okay, and your next thing is now climax. Again, climax is a twist or something that is super exciting in the story, in the entire story. It's an unexpected turn of events, and this is the part that leaves your audience wondering maybe how or why and what just happened. So Spider-Man has a perfect life which is disrupted by a series of villains, right? And that is your climax. The villains entering his life is the climax. That's the main part. That's the exciting part. Right? So next we have conclusion. This is the part where you wrap it up and you give your story a smooth ending and make sure that all the characters have an exit. So, in this case, Spider Man beats the villain and saves the world. So, that is how you are going to narrate a story. Now, let's take a look at some do's and don'ts. Don't read your story. Firstly, if you're using a piece of paper, make sure you are making the necessary eye contact during each sentence. And rather than reading it in a monotone, make it a little more natural. Second, we have make it your story. Since we have already learned that you are in fact the most important character of your story, make sure you deliver it with depth. Then we have don't memorize everything. This is a very important one. Something that very commonly happens is that once you've scripted down your entire speech word by word and you've memorized it, you will not have the room to change any bit of it on the spot. You'll be chained or you'll be restricted to your own material. Instead, surely you can memorize the beginning of it so that even if you're nervous, you know exactly what to start with. But as you go, you'll realize that the speech script and the actual delivery have a huge difference. Next, we have avoid interruptions. Don't try to justify something you've said, following it up with a huge banter, and don't add apologies, don't add afterthoughts after you've reached a certain conclusion point. Next is live your story. Share it with passion. If you're talking about something that you weren't even involved in, put yourself in that space. Live your story with your audience. Now let's take a look at some additional points that you can keep in mind while you're delivering your story or narrating a story to your friends at a bonfire, whatever that is. First point is maintain gender neutrality. I know this is something that is not spoken upon, this is not something that is highlighted every day, but yeah, make sure that you are being gender neutral. Then we have believe in what you speak. Again, unless and until you really believe in your material, you really believe in what you are speaking, you will not be able to convince the audience of it. Third, you have your consider target audience. So again, you need to alter your script based on the audience that you're delivering to. So if you're talking to children, or if you're talking to teenagers, or if you're talking to older people, you need to alter your script based on that. Right? So if you're speaking to younger children, you might have to alter it in a way that pleases them. And same way with an older audience. Next, we have pick a style of speaking. Again, people have different styles of speaking. Some people are generally aggressive speakers, as in they light up the room and they have so much energy. And then there are other speakers who have the calm and cool essence. There are different ways, but know what is your style. Next, we have leave an impact. Again, this is a very important thing. Whatever speech or story you're delivering, make sure that you leave something that the audience can think about, something that they can wonder about later after your speech or your story. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please leave a like if you could draw something valuable from this video, comment down below what you think of it, and subscribe for more content just like this.